going on, everybody? Happy 2026 to all of you, and welcome to this week's episode of Recap, the first of the year. And as a reminder to all of you, if you're brand new to the Recap Cinematic Universe, throw a little subscribe down below. Why not? What's it gonna hurt? Stay up to date on everything that's going on with Hat Club. And if you like what you see, maybe throw us a little bit of a like. But this journey is not a solo one. Of course, got to bring in my wingman, Furry Taylor. What is up?
If your New Year's resolution was buy more hats, I like you already. Furry, Teflon, not T Diddy. I'm here. I'm excited. 2026, let's get it popping. But it is not a dynamic duo. We are bringing in our third musketeer, AB, Oscar, the one, the only.
I'm ready. I'm getting old this year. The 30s is around the corner. So
relish it, man. Relish
I need to buy more hats. Getting older as we speak. So I'm ready to see.
Listen, man, it's a good journey. I just crossed over into 32, so now early 30s for me. So I'm excited. Closer to 35.
Both you guys, I turned 43 in February, so God.
It gets better. It's like wine, AB. It gets better. Ben, I think it's time for us to show off some
side sleepers.
I already know what time it is, guys. Let's get into it. Here you guys are. Let's pay a little bit close attention. If you have an internet-capable device, go to www.hatclub.com. In your internet browser, it brings you here. We also have an iPhone App Store or Android Google Play Store application called Hat Club app, where we release some exclusive things every now and again, and also is a cool place for you to experience the Hat Club universe of buying all the hats, all the things, lifestyle accessories, you name it, we got it. As we're recording this show today, the Hat Club script Skull Chief side patch just dropped. So if you have a chance and you are watching it and there's still some units available, go snag you one. One of the colorways I think have already sold out. Now there's two ways to see what's new at hatclub.com. You can either go to the new hyperlink right up there next to the rewards. Rewards are important, guys. Make sure that you have a Hat Club account so you can accumulate all those points. As our banner says, free standard shipping on all orders over $75. So 2 hats will get you free shipping. A hat and a hat cleaner kit will get you free shipping. A hat and a hat stretcher will get you free shipping. You get the idea. And the other way that we can see what's new is go to the new arrivals tab and hit view all. This one, that's more of a black and silver. Also only one size remaining, a 7 1/4. So these are cooked. So these are going to be gone Cena. I'm excited today because we have a lot of variety rolling into 2026. A very beautiful, if I may say so myself, Atlanta Braves hat with a Hat Club original pink undervisor. Perfect just in time for fall and winter. Brown and green two-tone. It is pretty much cooked on every size except for 7 through 7 1/4. For $62, you cannot beat it. And some really interesting things going on here. And I want to get you guys' opinion on this. I did not know that this is what a grapefruit tree looks like. Essentially, you have a 2025 Hall of Fame hat here, pink UV, navy top visor, and crown color. This is a close-up look at it. Something about this hat just really speaks to me. I really, really like it. Definitely have to show love to another New York Yankees crown, brown and black two-tone, definitely giving me coffee bean type of vibes. The one detail of this hat that I really, really love is the orange for the subway, blue for the series. Obviously, a little bit of metropolitan colors. If you know in there for Subway Series, obviously the New York Yankees versus the Mets. You have the World Series 2000 here, as well as the 25th anniversary. Very, very nice hat. I want to see this side patch used more often. And I'm thinking in 2026, because it is the 25th anniversary, we probably will start to see that. And that's really going to wrap it up for Side Sleepers, guys. For more things from us, please let us know if there's hats that you think that we need to cover. DM us. We always love to hear what you guys like to see. My Adjustables crowd, don't worry. Next episode, I got y'all covered.
Our first collection, and big shout out to all you hockey fans out there. A couple of you were asking, hey, when are we going to have a hockey collection dropping from Hat Club? And you know what? We're kicking the year off of one. This is Blue Ice, baby.
Ooh.
So, obviously, as you can tell from the overhead shot here, we got different shades of blue going on here. Yes, every single one of these is going to be a two-tone. Every single one is going to have a side patch. Every single one is also going to have an electric icy blue New Era logo on the side. But yeah, let me rattle through these, starting with the Los Angeles Kings, and we are going back to the 2002 All-Star game. So yes, dark royal blue up top, a little bit of a light navy as far as the upper visor, and then even lighter royal blue for the button up top. But yes, like I said, metallic copper, metallic silver for the 2002 NHL All-Star Game side patch. Much like the New Era flag on the side, all these are going to have a combination of navy blue, black, or icy blue, metallic icy blue, more specifically threading for the NHL shield on the back. All are going to have a good gray undervisor, black sweatband, hat clip tag in the inside, and all these are going to be made in China. So yes, number one, Los Angeles Kings. All right, next up, we got the New York Rangers. This is like a light indigo for the crown, kind of a darker indigo for the button up top as well as the upper visor. And if you guys didn't catch the Winter Classic that just occurred in Florida this last week, here is the side patch for that. So first team to be getting the Winter Classic for Miami 2026 side patch treatment. This is one of the few times where the navy blue is going to be used for the New Era flag, which makes sense on account of the fact that indigo and icy blue kind of clash a little bit. But still navy blue and metallic icy blue for the NHL shield on the back. All the interior details are in the same. Well, it wouldn't be a Hat Club drop if we, let alone NHL drop, if we didn't have any San Jose Sharks in the mix. So
this is nice.
Full body alternate shark on this one. There we go. Clean shot there. Kind of a similar color scheme to the New York Rangers one. So royal blue for the upper visor. Same with a little bit darker of a tone of indigo for the crown. Navy blue for the button. And this one's going to be the 20th anniversary or 20 years patch for the San Jose Sharks. White in this case for the New Era flag. So I was wrong about them all being, metallic icy blue, but got some different color schemes in here. But I was correct in regard to all the same color scheme for the NHL shield on the back of every one of these. All right. This one, I know our head buyer is a big fan of this team. This is going to be the Colorado Avalanche. So definitely taking shades from the state of Colorado flag, of course. So this is an alternate logo, of course. That is metallic fire engine red in the interior there. White for the exterior border, but yes, it's going to be a lighter navy, royal blue upper visor, and of course dark navy for the button, and 10 seasons in Colorado for the side patch. The Chicago Blackhawks, so all royal blue for the crown. It looks a little bit, I was gonna say, what do you guys think? Are my eyes deceiving me, or is that the same color?
It's the same color.
I think
my eyes suck. But the button color is going to be a little bit different. So it's kind of closer to the indigo shade. But it is going to be the Chicago Stadium patch, which, of course, has become a favorite of Blackhawk hats over the last couple months. White New Era logo on the opposite side. Same NHL shield in metallic icy blue and navy blue. And same interior details as all the others. So Winnipeg Jets, which is not a team that we've brought a lot of hats out for, but as you can tell, it's two different shades of navy blue for the crown and the upper.
Definitely. Yeah, no, you're not wrong. Your eyes are not deceiving.
Good. The metallic icy blue for the New Era flag. Manitoba's team for the side patch. 15 years of the Winnipeg Jets. So obviously not a team we've used much in the past, but also a brand new side patch for you guys to see. Moving on into the Vegas Golden Knights. Once again, I was going to say, the tones of blue are very similar, but this one is definitely a two-tone. So you got the lighter shade of navy for the upper visor, darker navy for the crown, and then dark royal for the button up top. Primary Vegas Golden Knights logo for the front. 2024 Winter Classic. And yes, this is outfitted in nothing but iris on the outskirts there to give that nice, frosty, snowy look to it, despite the fact that Vegas, of course, is in the desert. Next up, we are going to Michigan with the Detroit Red Wings. And
that metallic
is going to be metallic red on the inside of the tire as well as the feathers. Obviously a two-tone for this one, dark navy for the crown, light indigo for the upper visor, and dark royal for the button. This one is going to have the metallic icy blue New Era flag and inaugural season for the Detroit Red Wings going back to 1926. 100 years this year, baby. Next up is going to be the Washington Capitals. So different logo this time around. So one of their newer alternates. That is going to be an optic white for the W and, of course, metallic red for the stars. 40th anniversary of the Capitals organization for the side patch. And as you can see, very similar in color scheme as far as the Detroit Red Wings, as far as the two-tone is concerned. Metallic icy blue New Era flag on the opposite side. Same little NHL shield on the back, and good gray, black sweatband, hat club tag on the inside, made in China, just like all the others. Yeah. It actually kind of reminds me of like what a Chicago Cubs hat would look like with the Fly the W logo. I don't know why, but it just kind of does.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
And of course, I had to save the best for last because even though we're having an absolutely terrible year this year, I, of course, am a Maple Leafs fan for life. So Toronto Maple Leafs, last but not least. So royal blue for the crown and button, a little bit darker royal for the upper visor. This one is going to have the metallic icy blue New Era flag on one side. That is optic white, so primary color for the Toronto Maple Leafs logo. But yeah, 75th anniversary forever. That is tricked out, of course, in anti-iris, and just an absolutely gorgeous side patch combination there. That's going to do it for Blue Ice. So, when puck drops, heed the call, baby. All right, and our final collection of this week's episode is hearkening back to the way that, memories used to be captured on metal. Sorry, just noticed you all just doing the jazz hands like I was doing there.
Yeah.
The way memories used to be captured on hard metal with beautiful sepia tones. So of course this collection cleverly named Sepia, baby. So gonna hold them all up because I am gonna show these off lightest to darkest just to get the full range of detail on every single one of these. And we are going to start with the Brooklyn Dodgers. This is going to be a cream or chrome white crown. That is going to be a graphite upper visor and a very light tan button up top. So obviously metallic copper for the B logo, metallic copper for the New Era flag on the side. But all the sepia tones in metallic colorways for the 1942 poker chip All-Star Game side patch. And I will say, the majority of these do have a good gray undervisor, black sweatband, hat club tag on the inside, and I'm pretty sure every single one of these is going to be made in China, but there is going to be an outlier in this mix, and it's going to be one that people are going to be pretty fucking stoked about. Next up, we are going to Arizona with the Arizona Diamondback script, so jersey typeface on the front. This is going to be a very light tan for the crown. And then kind of more of a peanut butter colorway for the button and the upper visor. So got to zoom in there as far as the color schemes because, yes, there are going to be hints of metallic copper for the border, but it's all the sepia tones going dark on the bottom to light up at the top. And 25th anniversary of the Diamondbacks organization. So very heavy in metallic copper as well as sepia tones on the inside. Oh, can't forget about that either. Next up, one of my favorites, full body bird, Baltimore Orioles. This one is going to be more of a walnut color scheme as far as the light tan aspect of it for the crown. Brown up for the button and a little bit more on that peanut butter side, but actually it's kind of more of the Dijon mustard of old Pittsburgh Pirates for the upper visors. Probably a better way of putting it. Yes, all sepia tones, so a much lighter, much brighter borderline on the creamsicle shade on the inside of the full body bird there. And Oriole Park at Camden Yards. So this is going to be the 20th anniversary for the side patch. Metallic copper for the New Era flag on the back, and then metallic copper and sepia tones, of course, for the flat stitch baddie on the back as well. All right, moving on into the Chicago Cubs. So, yes, we are going back to that old gold Dijon mustard for the crown, peanut butter khaki for the button, and light brown for the upper visor. But, of course, that alternate Ryan Sandberg era Chicago Cubs logo on the front. So, all metallic copper. And once again, this is going to be optic white. For whatever reason, the light just, the combination, the metallics is making it a little bit more of a blue shade. So that is not iris. I gotta emphasize that. Optic white, not iris. But 1990 All-Star Game for the side patch, which of course has been a favorite for this particular logo combination. Brown for the New Era flag on the opposite side. All metallics brown, and of course a little bit of metallic silver for the flat stitch baddie on the back. And then Good grander visor, black sweatband, hat clip tag on the inside, made in China. All right, we are moving on to the south side of Chicago with the White Sox. And yes, believe it or not, this is a two-tone. So as you can see, more of a peanut butter khaki for the crown up top, going a little bit lighter for the upper visor, brown button up top, but all metallic copper for the Sox logo, as well as the New Era flag on the opposite side. But 95th anniversary for the side patch. So a lot more sepia details going into the bricks, which most people probably didn't realize was the background for this particular side patch. All right, next up, we are heading Southern California with the San Diego Padres. So a bit more of a burnt orange for the crown on this one, very light tan for the button, dark brown for the upper visor. And yes, that is a metallic gradient on the inside of the SD logo, finished off with metallic copper for the border, metallic copper, of course, for the New Era flag on the opposite side, and the on-field version of the 1998 World Series side patch, completely tricked out in metallic copper, brown, as well as other sepia tones. Fellas,
this is nasty.
Yeah, and for like any Padre fan who just encourages, hey, we need some more brown. It's like I think we hit the nail on the head with this one. All right, up next we are going back to Michigan with the Detroit Tigers, who maybe they'll actually win the World Series this year for me. I'm gonna throw money on it just to make sure. But this is going to be a much darker tone for the. It's not burnt orange, and it's not obviously the Dijon mustard. It's just a very. I don't feel like we've made hats with this specific color scheme for the crown. Obviously, for the button being very light tan, brown for the upper visor. All right, here we go. Final five. Next up is going to be Philadelphia Phillies. So going back to the 70s and 80s, this is going to be the bigger style of the swirl P. This is going to be a dark brown for the crown, light brown for the button. And that is going to be black for the upper visor. Just had to verify it, but metallic copper for the swirl P for the New Era flag on the opposite side. But 1980 World Series. So shout out to Tug McGraw, Mike Schmidt, Pete Rose and company. Steve Carlton. Can't forget about him. So this one's kind of interesting because there's two ways you can go about it. Obviously, it's the St. Louis Cardinals, but if you guys know your baseball history, there's also the St. Louis Browns, which did use the same STL logo. But like I said, it is Cardinals because it's going to have the Busch Stadium 30th anniversary for the side patch. But yes, dark brown for the crown, light tan for the button up top, graphite for the upper visor, and then a kind of a combination between metallic copper and then like pumpkin orange as far as the border for the STL. This one is going to have metallic copper for the New Era flag on the side. And then, going back to the Busch Stadium side patch, combination of dark brown, white, pumpkin orange. So all sepia tones, baby. Next up, we got the Minnesota Twins. So this is the more modern era version of the TC logo. So going back to, like I said, pumpkin orange and metallic copper for the TC. This is going to be a brown crown, graphite button. That is going to be a Vegas gold, or actually borderline the Dijon mustard gold in regard to the upper visor. Metallic copper for the New Era flag. 1991 World Series for the side patch. All right, next up, graphite crown, light tan button, and of course, peanut butter khaki in regard to the upper visor. This is going to be the Houston Astros primary, so going back to the early to mid 90s. This one is going to have a tonal New Era flag on the side, so rare exception to the rule on this collection. And the 2005 World Series side patch with the wreath around it, which is kind of an interesting combination because usually we give that wreath treatment to teams that win a World Series. To which case the Astros certainly did not.
They did not. No, they did not.
Yeah, put it together.
Say, I don't hate the patch, and I'm just talking shit to Astros.
No, yeah.
Had to save the best one for last. It's the one that we know is going to be sold out immediately. Most people like to talk smack about the New York Yankees. We're not about that life anymore. We used to be. We've grown. We've matured. But I'm going to go from the top perspective on this one because it is going to be a very sexy pinwheel. Of course, using all brown, khaki, variation tones. It's going to be an optic white New Era, NY logo. More specifically, it's the 1970s through the early 90s version. So my personal favorite as far as Yankees ones. This is going to have a metallic copper New Era flag on the opposite side. And of course, the 1996 World Series side patch. So you really can't go better combination. Maybe 99, but I personally still think 96 is kind of like the iconic bread and butter in regard to if you're dropping a brand new Yankees hat, you got to start here. Yeah, I was going to say, Hat Club Original Pink Undervisors, the only one that's not gray in the collection, but still black sweatband, Hat Club tag on the inside. Yeah. But yeah, Sepia, dropping. Pick it up.
And that's going to do it for our first episode of Recap of 2026. We threw a lot of hats at you guys, but don't worry. Once it goes off for premiere, you guys will be able to scrub back through. Tell us what you like. Tell us what you'd like to see more of. I think this year, a resolutions, I want to see more of you guys in the comments, not just the trolley comments, but the actual real ones. Tell us what you want to see. Tell us what you like, what you don't like. We got tough skin. We can handle it. And man, like, it feels good to be back. I'm excited to be back. Fellas, AB, Ben, any wise words for the people before we get up out of here?
Hey, keep the troll comments coming. Oscar's going to respond to them, And man, no, I'm excited for this year, man. First of the year with two great collections, to start off with, So, as the year progresses, just keep on saving money and we'll, Hat Club will come on and take it. Yeah, man, I'm excited.
The biggest thing I'm excited for this year is actually going to be happening on our show for next week. There is a brand new logo that we are being able to use for hats. I don't mean to, blow smoke up anybody's keister on this one, but I guarantee you all it will be the logo of the year.
Wow.
We're as far as I know, we're doing it first. We're dropping it first because that's what Hat Club does. We stay ahead of the curve. I am buying every variation with this particular logo that we create, that we drop. So if you know the logos that I like,
listen, guys, I've been
a potential World Series champion that let me down last year. That's the only hit you get for another week. So
listen, man. I've known Ben now. We've been hosting Recap for 3 years. He has never made a guarantee on any show we've ever done. So I already know it's going to be crazy. So
I made one and it didn't come true. And I thought the Royals hats were going to be like the hot commodity last year. And I blew that one. But this one, I know it's happening. It's fucking happening.
Well, no, that was actually a fair prediction because when Wild Story came out for AB, that one flew. A lot of people went that way.
You're right.
Yeah, so listen, Ben, you fortune teller, clairvoyance, the word for you for 2026. But listen, guys, as always, we love talking hats with you guys. Till next time, we're out of here.
Peace.